this little live before I go to bed. I should just get on with right. Guys, check this out. Uh, what I realized if you start free, it's about being a good artist or a real artist. It's about being a good person or a real person. It's your fake fuck. Don't even, you're not allowed. You ain't allowed to just sit near me, dude. No, I'm gonna make my doggy bark. So there's a lot of people he said in the past recent little bit that, well, some, if you're voting for somebody he's not voting for, well, quite frankly, he don't even want you to listen to his music. He does not want unity, but that's like what the like this guy's a whole basket case. I don't know, like I don't know. Oh, congratulations. You're like the only guy out there having to make bottles. Where is that one? Anyways, you guys will have to go watch it. It's on his Instagram. He's like, I don't even know what he's talking about. He's like, I don't care what anybody thinks, this and that. And he's like, but somebody hurt my feelings because they know what I did for them. I was a shoulder for them to cry on, and I was their knight in shining armor. And when they got asked about it, they denied it. And they didn't love me enough. And I don't care. I don't know. It's all sorts of weird, but I don't know. And then he's like, I don't I don't know if he thinks he's some sort of superhero or I don't know. He's not coming off very intelligent to me. But somebody let me know where I'm wrong. Like, you go watch that Instagram story. He's sitting there saying how he's got to work hard on his house and scrape and stuff. And, he could get somebody to do it for him, but why share his wealth in the community? Have someone come in and do the work. That way he could spend some time with his new child, you know what I mean? Instead of coming on the internet whining about how much he works all the time or trying to, I don't know, like it's a whole lot of weird. But then he goes through some stuff. I was watching some stuff on I always thought he was a bit of a weirdo, but I didn't really see him before. Jared Leto, 30 Minutes to Mars or something like that. They got some sort of love cult over there too. Look, if you look into Jared Leto, his love might be the same kind of love as Diddy love. I don't know, man. It just seems a whole lot of weird that these fucking people want to be worshipped. You know what I mean? Upchurch can say he doesn't want to be worshipped, but hey, his little cult even has a name. Like, am I wrong? Freak Squad belongs to Upchurch, right? Therefore, he is the leader. That, well, quite frankly, you should not follow. He's the kind of leader you'll follow you right into civil war. He won't stop and use his brain. You know what I mean? Either that or he'll save that fight for his daughter. Hey, little girl, you can deal with the WEF. You can deal with the WHO. You know what I mean? I'm up church. I'm so fucking smart. I'm not smart enough to figure out the FBI just fucking hates me and hates my country. And as a man with a fucking platform who says he's legendary and is gonna do amazing things, and he stands by the truth, and he always being righteous, and he's down here working for Jesus. Think you could use your platform and reach out to others who are trying to do like a Candace Owens thing. Why wouldn't you just say, "Hey, Christopher Ray, let my 3 million fucking people know that well, our country is against us, and this is why, Christopher Ray." 51, 52 agents signed off on a laptop saying it wasn't real. Turns out it's real. Those motherfuckers caused treason. They made us think a certain way and may have made a vote go another way. You know what I mean? And then we want to complain and say that the election wasn't rigged. That's a fucking pretty big fucking talking point. You know what I mean? But hey, we still don't know what's in it. Then again, let's get back. Like, if I was up church, I'd be standing with Christopher Ray. Who the fuck was on Epstein Island? Like, when do we get to know? Like, is this going to be the same shit with Diddy? Like, he's the only one guilty of anything, and there's no victims. There's no. But then again, when some people do get pointed out on Epstein Island, like Prince Andrew, you gotta know was there. Like you had to pay some coin to shut some people up. You know what I mean? It's out there for the public to see. But don't worry, little Queenie Meanie, she scorched her son and took away a title or something like that. Fuck, we're retarded. We don't care about anybody else, you know what I mean? Hey, you little rich fucking royal cunts, come down and take your pick of the litter, whatever you want to do, you know what I mean? Keep spreading your Diddy love all over the place. But that takes some balls for fucking old Upchurch, but he hasn't even clued into his buddy fucking, like, this is what I get. I fucking hate, like, you guys let me know where I'm wrong. Kid Rock, he don't seem real to me. Like, he didn't come out of a trailer. So that's a big, like, red flag. Like, this guy's not who he says he was. But then the whole Bud Light thing, like I said, he goes out there, shoots it, says, "Fuck you, Bud Light," and then all of a sudden he goes for a party with the fucking ex-CIA or whatever that's the exec there now, and everything's all good, and if you think it's not, you're the fucking idiot. Like, and everybody lets him off the hook with this. Yeah, no problem, Kid Rock. We the people. You know, I did hear, like, who was saying it? Was it Jeremy from the Quartering or whatever it was? That, wow, it's common knowledge around in Nashville there. Like, I'm not the one saying this. It was one of these shows, I'll find it, saying that, well, he looks for some boys and stuff like that. Like, not boy, man, he's closetly gay, maybe, I don't know. Like, not that I care or anything like that, I wouldn't like this. I just don't like to see people living in the closet, you know? Like, that's what I mean, the music industry, they just don't wanna let us know who they are, like, if you're gay, you're gay, like, so what? Who cares? Be proud of it. You know what I mean? Proud of who you are. Don't be proud that you're gay, just be proud of who you are, and if that's who you are, then you're gay. You know what I mean? Can you imagine Kid Rock, all of a facade? Now, where does that put him if he's in cahoots with Tucker Carlson and Donald Trump? But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe he just had a good time with this exact and he thinks everybody would have a good time with the exact and that I don't know. Hey, what are you saying, Snaggy? Yeah, I do look at my chat, but when I got something to say, you know what I mean? Usually when I go into my chat, then I have to address the chat. Which I don't mind. If somebody has something they wanna talk about that's interesting, am I still hope you are still smoking. Yeah, I still smoke. Anyways, I just wanted to go on about that Instagram thing. It didn't make any sense. Congratulations, but there's lots of hardworking people out there. I don't know what to tell you. Lots of hardworking people that would love to take some time off if they could afford to pay somebody else to do some work, you know what I mean? And he thinks he's the biggest and brightest the South has to offer. But then again, half the people I see from Tennessee, they won't even show their faces on the internet. Like, who is Seeper, and why will he not show his face? Like, what's the big deal? Show us dancing in your bar, Seeper, you know what I mean? Let it all go. That's your 5 turds. How the mushroom tasting these days? Don't I haven't had any in, like, forever there, Snaggy. It's been a long time there, brother. Trying to insinuate that I'm crazy or something and I'm all whacked out on drugs there, Snaggy. Would that make you feel better? Guess what, bud? You got some heavy duty work to do on yourself. I'm trying to, like, really honestly, I'm being nice here, bud. Your government has done a number to your brain, buddy. You have no idea how you should be acting. You know why? Because you're acting the way the government wants you to act. You've been MK Ultra snaggy. When do you think they got you, bud? How do you feel? Like, hey, Snaggy, you didn't leave. I just seen my numbers go down. Was that you? Like, we do this all the time. I start asking questions, and whoever came in here to try and make me feel crazy runs away because they just don't want to answer the questions. It's a sad state of affairs the world's in right now. Nobody wants to back their mouth up. That's like that. I don't believe you should go for violence, but there was that. Candace was on Pierce, and the two guys were fighting back, and the one ex-military guy said to the other guy, he said, "You know what? Like, it doesn't even matter what I say. You're just like, there's no repercussions for our actions anymore or what we say. So maybe we need to take it back to the schoolyard or something and just, you know what I mean? Like, nobody cares. They just say whatever they want. No repercussions. No, you just spit a lie out and say whatever the fuck you want. You know what I mean? It's even easier over keyboard too. That's the thing. There are so many good people right now. I think they look like the crazy people because they've noticed what's around them is all fucked up and they start going a little squirrely. You know what I mean? It takes me back to they can just steal a baby out of your house. You know what I mean? That'll drive fucking someone squirrely because you're trying to take their kids from them and they can't figure out what they did wrong. And you won't explain to them or anything like that. Just say, oh, whatever. The hospital said that we should, instead of talking, it's just instantly grabbing. You know what I mean? But whatever. Hey, what's up, Venomous? What do you think about all these CelebUtards? I've been noticing they're all like spiritual gurus or spiritual some dude that was on the Party of Five or something like that. He has a little cult going on. It's all about love and acceptance too, you know what I mean? Oh man, unbelievable. I'm just like, I don't know. I watch stuff now. I watch some spiritual stuff. I watch people and I wanna feel like they're crying, they're saying I saw Jesus, and he told me this, and you guys join my join my Patreon, and I'm gonna share these experiences with you." And I'm just like, "Motherfucker." How'd you guys get the special easy trip when I hate to take the dark route? You know what I mean? That's what I mean, like, go watch Candace Owens, she talks about the whole Freudian thing, right? He might have been working for the devil. That's what I'm thinking. That's why I'm always going and I'm looking at Carl Jung stuff. Maybe he was a prophet sent from God and he tried to counteract the devil, but for some reason, humanity bit onto the fucking devil there. And that's why psychiatry's all fucked up today. You know what I mean? Like, one day I'm gonna get to say, "Hey, it is all screwed up." Someone has to explain to me, and I'd like it from my doctor, the one who did it to me, locked me up 5 times for violence and suicide. You think that you'd want some sort of proof, you know what I mean? Because here's the deal, I don't even have to get crazy, I could go protest something, and they look me up and go, "Well, he's a mental case." This is a way to deal with him. Because once you go and ask for help, you've kinda broken the seal, and you have no control any longer over anything. You know what I mean? She's gonna take a court case. They might try and take fucking your ability to take care of yourself and make your own decisions on what medicine you should take. Can you imagine that? Going after somebody and their only fucking crime is to say, "Hey, I think I'm of God and I'm here to help." Those are the ones you're gonna fucking hospitalize. But Tennessee Tiger King, what's going on? But guess what I could do? I could walk around outside right now and claim to be a woman. You know what I mean? I could get back into disc golf. Say I'm a woman. Maybe start making some money. I don't know, man. It's weird, but that isn't a mental illness. But but the concept of somebody having God is a mental illness. Weird world I live in. Hey, Snaggy, like, once you get the concept of God, I think you're gonna have a fucking brain hemorrhage or 1,000. I'm worried about you, Snaggy. You don't get shots in the neck like AD, do you? Maybe we can get you straightened out. Maybe you aren't poisoned in the neck as much as or do you? Is that the problem? The MK Ultra. Hey, Snagglepuss. Well, come on. You should be an angry man, Snaggy. Your government didn't give a fuck about you. They told you there was weapons of mass destruction, and you went and risked your life for people who didn't care about you. You're just a dollar to them, Snaggy. You should be upset about that. You should want justice for that, but instead you wanna keep that trauma inside, bud. Let her out. Let her out. Make a video, scream at them. Say, "You guys did this to me. You guys let the devil into my brain. You made me think I was doing the right thing." Unless you can prove to me it was the right thing, Snaggy. Like, for real, I'll take it on, bud. Were there weapons of mass destruction? And anybody who fucked that up, should they have gotten promoted? You know what I mean? Victoria Newland, go check it out, brother. But then again, she's the one that told on themselves. saying they had biolabs in Ukraine when the government was saying that they didn't. When in Congress, Victoria says so. Why does America have biolabs in Ukraine, eh, bud? Weird. But they weren't there. Like, don't you get tired of your government lying to you and fucking hate you, bud? Like, your tax dollars go towards movies. Like, you guys play for the Pentagon, right? The Pentagon, they help with the production of some of your movies. Why would that be, bud? Do you think they're trying to mind fuck you even more? On top of sending you to a place where you thought you were doing the right thing, and then they're mind fucking you with this too? That same government, bud. They don't even have to tell you what's in your vegetables anymore. Those ones Billy Gates is into. They're trying to make you sick with what you eat. Snaggy. Are we starting to get the picture they don't love us, bud? But let me know where I'm wrong. Like, do you think those chemtrail things are real? Could you imagine that they'd be trying to poison the air and the food and send you off to war? Here's the real big kicker, Snaggy. Huh? Here's the real big kicker, bud. What about the water? Really think they're because wow, Nestle, he'll be able to, up that price if, something was to happen to the water supply, you know what I mean? They've already got problems in California over fluoride. You know what I mean, Snaggy? Yeah, that's what I think too, Venomous. I've got videos of planes, just big cloud coming out, and all of a sudden, no cloud. I'm like trying to show my wife. She's like, it's a condensation thing. I'm like, okay. Why did it condensate like different like that? Like, what's with the whole line? And then now it does, but dude, I'm an idiot. Just trust the science. This is the whole fight I just got in. Impediments, you wouldn't believe it. It's like hard out here. Seeing things. So I'm watching Candace, and she's talking about Jenny McCarthy's on there, and they're talking about vaccinations and how it may lead to autism. And, maybe it doesn't, but maybe we should have the conversation. You know what I mean? And she mentioned a meningitis shot at some age. So my wife starts losing it. She's like, "No, kids don't get that." I'm like, "I don't know, Joe. I've never looked into it." But she's lying to make it look like these shots give odds. Like, I don't know if those are the ones she's talking about. Like, it's a small clip, Joe. And she's just like, "No, this is," and I'm like, "How can you not question it?" Like, really, when you look at the times, if you listen to RFK and you look at the times and the rises and the extra new stuff, and I mean, there's some data. I think that's what RFK says. But I said, "Hey, Joe," because she's like, the science. Do you ever read the science papers? The science, the science." I said, "Oh, like a fucking demon. The science." And I'm just like, "Hey, how can you even say this if you're not willing to look at all the information?" Like, I'm just not gonna take your fucking word for it. Either sit down and we listen to we both look at each other's side. But no, it's science. And I'm like, "Hey, Joe, did you know RFK somehow he was could have debated Peter Hotez, who is science, and $1,000,000 would have went to a charity, and Peter Hotez denied it because science." doesn't have to fucking, justify itself. It's kinda dictated to us. Gee, get that, Joanna? No. Yes. Yes. It's like fucking The Walking Dead out here. It's like, how can you make your judgment already when you're unwilling to look at all the information? That's just like, to me, that makes common sense, but no. Fucking science of it all. I think science is gonna fuck a lot of people in the end. No shit. I told my wife, I said, I'll tell you what, just let's sit down, watch a couple WEF videos, and then I'll do a little diagram on who's linked to the WEF and what goes on. And hey, Joe, Bill Gates has his finger in a lot of fucking science. And well, they did a lot of sciencey stuff over at Epstein Island. And I'm not kidding. They did a lot of sciencey stuff there. They do a lot of fucking other shit there too. And well, hey Joe, will you listen to the video where Bill Gates' wife herself says her and Bill got divorced and Epstein had something to do with it. And it's like, no, nope. Hey Joe, the leader of the WEF has I can show him a video of him saying he's penetrated your prime minister. Your deputy prime minister is a proud member of the top squad there. That should make you worry. The who? Hey, Joe, there's a new bill that's getting passed too. And well, I know you want to follow the science. Well, they're going to make us follow the science. You know what I mean? We won't have a choice. If you need a choice, listen to the science. You guys, like, I tell you guys, that fucking Fauci science too. I think he's a prophet. Well, he has. He proved it. He told Donald Trump he'd have fucking pandemic to deal with, and lo and behold, guess what? Be given to him. But here's the deal. I need to find these videos. There was this guy. I've said this before. He was a doctor or something. I can't remember exactly what, but he was out there saying that Fauci had a lot to do with the AIDS epidemic, and the guy was silenced, but he wouldn't. He kept trying to because he's like, they're just keeping me silent because they can't sue me for defamation. Because if they do, then I get to prove I'm not defaming them and I'm telling the truth. So I guess I'm just gonna have to suffer because I'm not gonna kneel down and suck the dick of fucking science when it's fake and it's hurting people. But that guy obviously never got his way right. Fauci's walking around, we're walking around protected with your guys' tax dollars. All sorts fucked up, but please let me know where I'm wrong. Oh, Snaggy, you've got a disease, bud. It's called unconsciousness. I don't You are so unconscious right now. Wake up, Snaggy. Is there anybody home in your brain? Is there any hope for Snaggy? Is Snaggy even real? Are you just a program, Snaggy, and you do not have the ability to take on new information? That's what I'm starting to think my wife is, a cyborg. But will not take program. That's venomous. We need to hold them accountable, you know what I mean? That's why I say you get the whole world after one, and the rest will fucking just quiver like little bitches. Like, Dick Durbin's a good warning shot. Bam. Hey, Dick, where's the list, bitch? Are you scared? We'll protect you. Hey, were you there? We're not going to protect you, but you're going to get the list because we're not letting go of this until we get the list. You know what I mean? And then you get all the dickheads who are actually at Epstein Island, and well, that might be fair share of the fucking douchebags running the world. You know what I mean? Then the rest would all get scared and start talking too much and know exactly who they are. But here's the thing. No what would be the most glorious thing, Venomous? If people actually got into their heads that God was real. And then maybe there is a punishment for being a fucking dirtbag. And could you imagine? The world would just spin and go insane for a little while. Then maybe it would come to its senses. You know what I mean? Hey, it doesn't pay off to be a dickhead. Hey, look what happens when we come together and learn from one another. Holy smokes, we could have a whole new world where we don't operate like douchebags because, well, they got us programmed to act like douchebags. But one day I'll get the message out there. Someone will see my chosen abilities and ask for my story. And, well, by golly, if they can prove me crazy, I'd really appreciate it because this is hard on the brain. Like, you guys, Snaggy, you think this is easy, but it's fucking hard. It's really not. Because, like I said, I try and figure out why I'm afraid. Like, like all I want to do is talk and say what I think is the truth. But I also say that I'm chosen and not a prophet. And if you're not chosen and you're not a prophet, then he's saying you are fucking doomski. So I try and weigh that. It goes in my head all the time. I'm weighing it. I'm like, is this your ego? What the fuck is it like? No, you don't really want anything from anybody, but if you got to play the game, you're gonna have a little bit of fun with it. And hey, God knows my heart's in the right place. And if I'm crazy, then I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna I don't know if he's gonna punish me for all I want is the truth. You know what I mean? Oh, how is she your wife and another man with her? Jesus won. Great story. Look it up in Ohio State football. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, Tennessee Tiger King. But venomous. What are you trying to say to me, bud? Carl, how is she your wife and another man is with her? What are you trying to insinuate, venomous? What? Did you see the other dude in my house? I will, Tennessee Tiger King. I will. Let me write her down. Jesus won. Ohio State football. Oh, I was just teasing. I was just teasing about that, venomous. I thought you seen the other guy in my house walk past with my wife or something. That's her brother. No, I was teasing that she went on a date with someone called Randy or something. It's a girl. No, if she was going on dates with other guys, I don't think I'd be here right now. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Snaggy. You can give me all the names you want. You know what I mean? I don't know if you have the backing to make it stick, bud. But if you want it to stick for you, you make it stick as long as you want, dude. Because I honestly, I don't, it's on YouTube, all of the other media platforms. All right, I'll check it out, bud. I'll check it out after this or in the morning. Holy smokes, it's 11:30. I should go to bed. But yeah, if anybody's not doing anything, you guys should subscribe to Candace Owens and please let me know where you think she's an idiot. Because I think she brings it. I think like I said to my wife, I said, just why don't you just watch like even the Rabbi Shmuley one, where she just sits there, she lets Rabbi Shmuley do his thing, and then she's like, "You brought zero facts," and she just lays out the truth, and he comes unhinged and comes for more. Anyways, she's not interested. She won't. I'm just like, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. You know how hard it is not knowing what's happening, and you think it's like you've been sent here by God to fucking try and accomplish something, and you don't know what the future holds, and therefore, like, honestly, if you're not willing to check out all information and find out for yourself, and you just wanna lay in the ignorance that somebody lays out for you, I don't think you go to heaven. Can you imagine thinking that your wife is doomed to hell because of her own fucking stupidity, and there's nothing you can say or do about it? Because if I even say anything, it'll cause a fight for 5 hours, and 5 minutes into it, I'll say, "I'm done. Okay, we have different ideas, that's enough, but it'll be a 5 hour." All hail the little family. Tyler, you're part of a cult, bud. Like I said, every time you join one of these little groups and you don't stand in the truth and you pick your group over, what you should do, you lose a little part of your brain. You know what I mean, Tyler? Like your government's giving it to you, your schooling is giving it to you, and I don't know what else is giving it to you there, Tyler, but now it's the little family, bud. Did you ask little me if he thought you were an intelligent individual? Huh? Did ya? Did you go and ask him, Tyler? I'm waiting for your answer, bud. I love you and I want you smart, but you're just Tyler. I'm scared for you, dude. Like almost snaggy scared. Like, still there, Tyler? Are you still typing? Don't worry, Tyler. I'm not a very good typer faster neither. You know what I mean? I'm a little slow that way. I'd rather be slow that way than the slow way in common sense, Tyler. You know what I mean? You need a little pick me up there, bud. That's what I'm here. I'm here to help try and pick you up. But if you don't want to be picked up, I can't force you, Tyler. You know what I mean? I can't force this on you, Tyler. You gotta want it. You gotta say, "Carl, I love you too, and I want your help." I wanna learn how to be a decent human being. What is this truth thing you speak of, Carl? Hey, Tyler. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, "Hey, bud, I'm chosen, and I'm trying to prove it to you. So I really want your answer here. But if we're sitting, say you pass away, and there's 2 gates you can travel through, right? And that one gate is my beautiful face, right? And then in front of the other gate is little me's beautiful face, okay? Now, what I want you to do, Tyler, which gate are you taking? One's taking you to hell, and the other one's taking you to heaven, Tyler. Like, you gotta go all in, bud. There's no halfway about it. You gotta put your chips all in on one side, bud. Which side are you taking, Tyler? Come on, buddy. It's only your soul. Do you have faith in little me? Does he make fibbers up about Carl? Does he make his own little stories up? Or is Carl authentic, the real deal? No, I tell you, Tyler, not everything I say is true. That's why I say, let me know where I'm wrong, Tyler. I'm just like you, brother. I ain't fucking perfect. But hey, if we work together, we could get closer to perfect, Tyler. Every day, working on ourselves, coming together to build a bigger, brighter world together, Tyler. Know what I mean? You don't have to be the smartest person in the world to save the world, Tyler. You just gotta stay committed. And that commitment needs to be to the truth, Tyler, because that's how you're gonna get to God, bud. Be a little warrior. Now, what happens when you're gonna be a little warrior for God? You're gonna go through some training, bud. You're gonna have some little Tylers coming after you, little Satan heads. But you gotta remember, those little Tylers have been programmed to come after you and act like that. They don't know any better. So what I need you to do, Tyler, is don't take their shit, but show them some love. Give them some truth. Give them another option, Tyler. Do you know what I'm saying, bud? Don't you want your dreams back again, Tyler? Don't you think dreams have left America? Well, little girls' dreams have been taken away, right? The men can own those ones. But really, overall, come on. If you're born into a shitty situation, you're gonna struggle a lot more, you know what I mean? And those are the ones that really last if you look. The ones that really had to struggle to get where they were and fucking always remembered it. Those will be the ones that are always champions, come from nothing and had to work. You know what I mean, Tyler? Now, when you go down this spiritual journey, Tyler, you will suffer. In your suffering, that's where you'll learn, bud. And you'll take all those mishaps and all those hurt feelings and you'll turn them around. And you'll want to make a bigger, better world for others. You know what I mean, Tyler? Anyways, I'm gonna go to bed. My dog here either wants outside or something because he was just whining. But everybody have a good night. I don't know who's still here. Tyler, I'd really like to know. like, those 2 questions I have for you, bud, why don't you ever wanna answer? Uh-oh, you're picking me or little me? We can do that for merch too. That can be like yeah, see you, Venomous. Have a good one, bud. Anyways, I gotta go. Hey, Gainer. What? Hey, stop it. Hey, my finger is not a bone.